leaving Earth, entering the unknown, space, the final frontier. It has always beckoned humanity, promising adventure and discovery. But venturing beyond Earth's protective embrace comes at a price. Our bodies, finely tuned to life on this planet, face a barrage of challenges in the alien environment of space. From the moment a rocket leaves the launch pad, astronauts embark on a journey of physiological and psychological adaptation. Gravity, the constant force we barely notice on Earth, vanishes. Our bodies, no longer tethered to the ground, begin to change in ways both fascinating and concerning. The allure of space travel lies in its promise of exploration and the expansion of human knowledge. Yet the challenges are formidable. Astronauts must contend with the harsh realities of a vacuum, extreme temperatures, and constant exposure to radiation. Their bodies become living laboratories, subjects in an ongoing experiment to understand how life adapts to the extraordinary conditions beyond Earth. Every aspect of human existence, from sleeping to eating to even the most basic bodily functions, must be re-evaluated and relearned in the context of space travel. The journey into space is not just about reaching a destination. It's about understanding our place in the universe and pushing the boundaries of human potential. As we venture further from home, the knowledge gained from studying the effects of space travel on the human body becomes increasingly vital. It is through this understanding that we can prepare future generations of astronauts to thrive in the challenging environment of space. Each mission, each experiment, each observation brings us closer to unraveling the secrets of human adaptation in the cosmos. Perhaps the most striking aspect of space travel is the experience of weightlessness. No longer pulled down by gravity, astronauts float freely inside their spacecraft. It's a sensation of liberation, like being suspended in a perpetual free fall. But this newfound freedom comes with a hidden cost. Our bodies, accustomed to the constant resistance of gravity, begin to change in its absence. Muscles, no longer needed to support our weight, atrophy. Bones, deprived of the stress of supporting our bodies, weaken. One of the most significant concerns for astronauts is the loss of bone density. On Earth, our bones constantly rebuild themselves in response to the stresses of daily life. In space, without the force of gravity, this process slows down. Astronauts can lose bone mass at a rate of 1% per month, making them susceptible to fractures both during and after their missions. To counteract this, astronauts engage in rigorous exercise routines designed to simulate the effects of gravity on their bodies. Muscles, too, suffer in the weightless environment. Without the need to work against gravity, muscles weaken and shrink. This is particularly true for the muscles in the legs and back, which play a crucial role in supporting our posture and movement on Earth. To combat muscle loss, astronauts use specialized exercise equipment that provides resistance, mimicking the effects of weightlifting on Earth. Even with these countermeasures, astronauts returning from space often require extensive rehabilitation to regain their former strength and endurance. Daily life in space takes on a surreal quality. Simple tasks, taken for granted on Earth, become complex and often comical in the absence of gravity. Eating, for instance, requires careful planning. Food must be carefully contained to prevent it from floating away. Astronauts often use tortillas instead of bread, as crumbs pose a significant hazard in a microgravity environment. Even drinking requires special techniques, as liquids behave differently in space. Sleeping in space presents its own set of challenges. Without gravity to anchor them, astronauts must secure themselves to their sleeping bags to avoid drifting around the spacecraft. The lack of a natural day-night cycle can also disrupt sleep patterns. Astronauts rely on artificial light cycles and sleep aids to ensure they get adequate rest. Despite these adaptations, sleep disturbances are common, and astronauts often report feeling less rested in space than they do on Earth. Even basic bodily functions like using the toilet become intricate procedures in space. Specialized toilets use airflow to collect waste, which is then processed and recycled. Hygiene is also paramount in the confined environment of a spacecraft. Astronauts use specialized shampoos and soaps that require minimal water, conserving precious resources. These adaptations highlight the ingenuity required to make everyday life possible in the challenging environment of space. The psychological impacts of long-term space travel are as profound as the physiological changes. Confined to a small, isolated environment, astronauts face unique mental challenges. The lack of privacy, the constant presence of the same small group of people, and the separation from loved ones on Earth can take a toll on mental well-being. Astronauts undergo extensive psychological screening and training to prepare them for these challenges. One of the most significant psychological stresses is the feeling of isolation. Cut off from the familiar sights, sounds, and smells of Earth, astronauts can experience feelings of loneliness and homesickness. Communication with family and friends back home is crucial for maintaining morale and emotional well-being. Astronauts also rely on support from their crewmates, forming strong bonds that help them cope with the psychological demands of space travel. The extreme environment of space can also trigger anxiety and stress. The constant awareness of the inherent dangers of spaceflight, coupled with the demanding workload and the need to perform under pressure, can take a mental toll. Astronauts are trained in stress management techniques and have access to psychological support throughout their missions. These measures are essential for ensuring the mental well-being of astronauts and the success of their missions. As we venture further into the cosmos, understanding the effects of space travel on the human body becomes increasingly critical. The knowledge gained from studying astronauts serves as a foundation for developing countermeasures and technologies that will enable humans to thrive in the challenging environment of space. Future missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond will require even greater understanding of human adaptation and resilience. The lessons learned from decades of human spaceflight have paved the way for a new era of exploration. We are developing advanced life support systems, designing spacecraft that provide greater protection from radiation, and creating exercise regimes that effectively combat the debilitating effects of weightlessness. Through ongoing research and technological innovation, we are pushing the boundaries of human endurance and expanding our reach into the solar system. The future of human space exploration hinges on our ability to safeguard the health and well-being of our astronauts. By continuing to study the body's response to the challenges of space, we can ensure that future generations of explorers are equipped to venture further into the unknown, unraveling the mysteries of the universe and pushing the limits of human potential. The journey into space is a testament to human ingenuity and our unyielding desire to explore the cosmos. And it is a journey that will continue to shape our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe.